Now imagine you are 14 years old. You start your life in an era of a planetary crisis. The sea level is rising. The forests are burning. The climate is in crisis. Now open your eyes. Our generation, the youth of today, we are facing challenges other generations, your generations, have never faced as youth. And science says we have just 10 years to figure it out. If you were 14 today, what would you do? How would you react?
It is our view, as the youth of today, that nature needs a seat at the table. If not now, when? If not us, who? Nature needs a seat at the table. We have inherited the devastations of a climate crisis.
We
Don't have more time. We need collective action. We need to be bold. There's no planet B. Mother Nature needs a seat at the table, and she needs it now. As it turns out, a third of the solutions come from her anyway.
How do we know? Because indigenous communities like those here tonight have been marginalized and forced to fight for their land rights. But they also have been teaching us how to work with nature, and instead of fighting it.
My name is Kynan. I am from the indigenous community of Sungai Utik, one of the communities recognized this evening, and I have been born into an era of climate emergency. I come from a small village in the heart of Borneo. Our village is still surrounded by forests. We live in a longhouse next to the Utik River, and in our language, the word Utik means clear or pure, referencing the crystal clear water in our river. Our river is clear because we live by our customary knowledge of nature. We have protected our land from deforestation for hundreds of years. And just like our river, our message to you tonight is also clear.
Indigenous communities have protected nature and the land for thousands of years. We call on the rest of the world to do the same. We call on you, all of you, to use whatever power you have to make that happen.
And in closing, we think it's fitting to share a traditional chant. In my village, this chant calls upon the Spirit to bless us on our journey to protect nature. As we share this chant, let us know that our fight is not done. We must all be bold. We must all give nature a seat at the table. Oh-ha! Join me. Oh-ha!
Join us!
Thank you so much. That was Paloma Costa, a Brazilian activist who opened the UN Youth Climate Summit yesterday. Carson Kibura is an indigenous rights activist from Kenya. Elisha is an artivist from Fiji. Kynan is a 14-year-old filmmaker from the indigenous Dayak Iban community who just won the prize. And Sinta O'Connor is an activist and also a member of the indigenous Dayak Iban community. And please give them another round of applause. These are our future elders. Our future elders.